But can you start to see now how you're already building the picture that the daily chart's bullish, we've mitigated the extreme demand at the strong swing low. That demand has now been hit. We've had a bullish shift in fractal structure, right? So that's that first little sign that structure is starting to shift bullish. That created a fresh demand zone. Price has pulled back into that demand zone and it's held, right? It's been respected and then made another higher high. That in turn created this fresh demand zone here. And again, price has pulled back into that, filled up those orders and then made another higher high there. So we're starting to see that bullish order flow really holding and being respected. And we can now have more confidence that perhaps this swing pullback is now over, right? And then we can look to try and get in this bullish order flow to target the week daily high. Now, there are daily supply zones to the left, okay, that we have to be aware of, right? We can see the supply zone here that, did cause that break of structure there. And we're currently pausing and getting a little bit of bearish pressure from there, right? You can see that wick coming in. But the thing is, when order flow is bullish, old supply zones, old fresh supply zones to the left, unmitigated zones, whatever you want to call them, what do they become? When order flow is bullish, old supply zones to the left, they simply become reaction points for pullbacks to demand, okay? If demand is in control and if order flow is bullish, we're just expecting a quick reaction back into demand and we expect demand to hold and then supply to ultimately fail, right? That's the expectation. So there's always a possibility, of course, we could get another leg, but that wouldn't be my primary forecast. So that's why I'm saying, don't overcomplicate things. Don't get paralysis analysis. Have your rules that dictate what your primary expectation is, i.e. when order flow is bullish, supply zones are just reaction points for pullbacks. Then you know how to make decisions about it, right? You're not fearful trying to get long and trade against this supply zone because you understand probability still, but the primary expectation will be that it's just a pullback to go higher, right? Again, another level of supply, it's likely just a pullback to go higher because the objective is complete, the pullback is likely now done, and we're expecting that next move up towards the high, okay? So that's how you can then approach that. Now it's a bit tight within here, but technically we do have another daily zone in here as well. So I've kind of formulated my daily bias now, right, for today, that overall we're coming off a strong area, we've mitigated the extreme, order flow shifting bullish. Yes, we are currently within a daily level of supply, which is not ideal if you're looking for longs, but I'm expecting it's likely just going to give a reaction back into demand before we continue higher, right? It's looking very, very bullish here on the daily chart. So